You guys probably didn't realize it because I didn't post it. I was actually out here with some more of my 22s over a difference of 2-3 days on and off, and I figured out these sights on the 87A Stevens. I also figured out the sights pretty well on the Glenfield 10. I was actually able to get at least within a 3-inch group with the old Smith & Wesson K22 using CCI mini mags, solid points, 40 grain. The other day I had my Mossberg 702 out, and I know I posted it on Facebook already, but I rediscovered there are some parallel grooves in the bore. Heard something run across here. Oh well. There were some parallel grooves in the bore that I don't think I remember, but I almost kind of remember. So I had that going on, but I was using CCI mini mags, solid points, and with the scope shooting at 75 yards. Another thing I did off camera was I put the red dot on the end pab, shot that at actual 100 meters, and it shot better than my SKS. It's got a better trigger on it. You know, the Tapco G2 trigger, a lot easier to use, not so much travel time or anything. It was getting within about 4-inch groups at 100 meters, 109 yards, which wasn't too bad. I mean, it's an AK, it's not supposed to be that great, right? And a third tier AK at that. Well, another time I got the SKS out, my Norenko, and it got, it was about 6 3/4 maximum for some reason. I don't know which shot. I was doing 3-shot groups, and I would get 2 down here and 1 kind of up here, and the farthest distance was like 6 3/4. They said it should need at least, with open sights, be around 7 inches, so I'm not great, but okay with that. One day I'm going to get an AR, and it'll be better, as always. Yeah, my Mossberg 702 was probably grouping within that at 75 yards. So even with the marks down the bore and being a cheap gun, I'm still doing that at 75 yards. So, and that was using CCI mini mags. So that's not too bad. 50 yards open sight with the 87A was, you know, at least here. Sorry. Getting shot at least here, and wasn't too bad. Of course, when I tried 50 yards with the K22, it was, you know, pretty good size watch like this. 25, I was getting it somewhere, at least in here. So it's a handgun. It's got a very short sight radius, and I still think I would need more space behind the grip for my hand. What else did I do? Well, I had the Mossberg Maverick 88 out. Oh gosh, I want to say June. I didn't record that either. It was kind of a quick thing. I put the number 8 Winchester Universals in it. Whole magazine load of those. Some number 4 buck, some double aught buck, and some Remington sluggers. Didn't do too bad. Of course, I was like within 25 yards of it. Quite a bit close. Well, at least 12.5 yards, give or take. No more than 15, no less than 10. But didn't do too bad. So what I found out about the Stevens 87A is the aftermarket marble sights. There's only 4 notches on it. Turns out that with high velocity LR, you end up getting the first notch is 25, second yard's 50, or second notch is 50. I'm assuming that the third and fourth notch are going to be 75 and 100 yards. And I found out after using CCI CB shorts that the second notch, which is 50 yards in high velocity LR, turns out to be 25 yards of CCI CB shorts. And the fourth notch, which is 100 yards with LR, high velocity, is actually about 50 yards with CB shorts. So I got that nailed down pretty good. I didn't actually bench shoot the Glenfield Model 10 so much as I was using a monopod. So it wasn't like, I didn't see how tight it could pattern. But I just kind of was trying to figure out the ballpark of the notches versus their distances with different ammo. So yeah, kind of fun being a gun scientist. Catch you later.